the Commandant of the Atlantic Seas, Captain of the East Coast, your premier puffer right now, Hungry Body. Oh, he whistled it!
Wow!
Whistled it into
of
an
it.
up smash. Unbelievable. That is something you don't see every day.
Damn, in the back of the head. That was rude.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is the upset. This is what we wanted to see today.
Hey everybody, welcome to Directional Influence episode 18, brought to you by VV Gaming. I am your host, Rapture. With me, as always, Will and PD. Will, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm pumped for tonight's episode.
Yeah, how about you, Matt?
Just the same. Pumped for tonight's episode. Class all day. Been looking forward to this.
Great, and we're looking forward to it because this is the new Directional Influence. We've got a brand new kind of show ready for you guys, the kind of show you're always going to want to tune in every week, though you should have already before this. And the reason for that is because we've got the latest on tournaments, results, and upcoming ones. Then we'll talk about the latest news in competitive gaming, gaming overall, Smash Bros, etc. And then after that, we've got a new segment, Player of the Week, where we discuss who is rightfully the player of the last batch of tournaments. And wherein you guys can also, by the way, at the end of the episode, throw in your comments and say who you think the latest player of the week is, and we'll comment on that maybe in a later episode. And then after that, the roundtable discussion. That's where we talk about the biggest topic of the night, and that'll usually be a tournament, sometimes an interview, or just a latest development. And that is going to be the new DI. I hope you guys are really hyped for that. And it starts today on episode 18. So stay tuned. Will, you want to start this one off?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm actually really excited about this because I currently have 11 tabs open of tournaments from across the country that, for the most part, like, we talk about our region because we attend the events and we know what's going on. But this is the first time that we're gonna try to nationally cover both tournament results and upcoming tournaments. So I'm gonna start it off. Let's see what we got. It doesn't matter what tournament size it is. Anything that occurred on Saturday, January 29th.
Let's get hyped.
Let's get hyped a little bit here.
Let's do it. We got this Harrisburg, Pennsylvania Mall tournament. And this one wasn't that big, but I'll just go through the top three real quick. It says Zach as first place, who I'm pretty sure, I want to say that's Coney, but I don't know.
There's no way.
Because it said Z-A-K. No, I don't think it is, but he came in first. Z-A-K, D/Wario. Do we know a Zach? That's a Z-A-K? That's not like Coney? I don't even know. I'm being trolled here. Second place was Umbra with Meta Knight Pikachu. Third place was Tantalus with DDD-MK.
Oh, that must have been Coney then.
It might. That's what I thought. But moving on, we have this. I don't even know. There's like all symbols. Supernova. I guess I'm assuming it was in Virginia. This took place. The top 5 were paid out. First place was Junebug with Lucario Meta Knight. Second place was Lai with Diddy Kong. Third place, Olimar Meta Knight was Logic. Fourth place was Korn with Meta Knight. And the 2 fifth spots were Boss with Mario and Sassy with ZSS.
That's pretty good. Lai has definitely been stepping it up lately. I could tell.
He has been. And he's usually in the top 3 for MDVA from what I've seen.
And I mean, Korn too. Korn did very well at this tournament. Korn is a very underrated player, I think.
Korn is very good. I've played him in friendlies a long time ago at a New Jersey tournament that he came to. And I know Boss was upset because I read through some of the comments, and he said he lost to the first place Junebug and Korn's Meta Knight. So, like, Junebug's really good, and Meta Knight just kind of, like, shits on bad characters.
Yeah, he has, like, no reason. I mean, he played really good players, and Junebug is obviously gonna wreck his shit because Junebug is amazing. So.
And in that same tournament, First place in doubles actually went to Junebug and Mikos, who is Lucas.
Oh wow.
Which they're really utilizing the strategy of Lucas healing off of Lucario, I'm assuming.
Oh man, it's so bad. It's so bad. Like the healing aspect with Lucas is just retarded, especially with the Lucas Ice Climbers team, Lucas Lucario. I've played versus that, and at a certain point when Lucario is at a high enough percent, his little blasts, not even charged at all, recover Lucas at like 20% or something stupid.
Yeah, it is a bit ridiculous.
Sounds like the new Anubis. When people get trying it out.
All right, moving on. We got a Kansas, Iowa, Missouri championships. It says 27 entrants, and the top three we have Domo with Meta Knight, Ensis with Toon Link and Meta Knight, and Clell with Meta Knight. And I guess I'm going to go a little farther, because if you go just from those top three, you wouldn't think, like with the exception of maybe Domo and Ensis. I don't know if I've heard of Clell before. But
sounds like someone from Kansas.
if I keep going, you'll see names that you'll recognize. We have Denty in 4th place with Olimar, Holmes and Hylian tied for 5th. Holmes with Wolf, Hylian with Ice Climbers, Falco, Game & Watch.
Now, Will, don't we have Viridian City too?
Yeah, dude, there were mad
Yeah, do
tournaments.
we?
What did I tell you?
Did Viridian City happen?
Did Viridian City even happen? I want to hear about Viridian City.
All right, you need to wait and listen, because we have like
I know.
people in the rest of the country. Like, we are East Coast and we are like the best, but there are other tournaments. I'm getting there. It's actually within the next few tournaments. All right, next we have, this looks like a Georgia tournament. All right, it looks like Reflex just wins everything down here.
With Wario. Oh my
we got
god. no more
Reflex
Pokemon.
Wonder winning in first place with Wario. Big Lou in second with Diddy Kong and Meta Knight. No Luigi. That's a sad face right there. But I mean, I guess he's picking up the top tiers, and it's. He's a really smart player. So
You also figure he plays against Reflex enough to the point, like, I mean, if Reflex and Kismet are without a doubt his biggest competition down there, and I know he plays with them a lot. And I mean, Big Lou's also a really smart player, so I figure he could just win with any character he really feels like.
yeah, he probably could. So, and 3rd place we have Kismet with Falco and Meta Knight. So let's move on. We have a Midwest tournament. It's TC's Smash Cafe. Not exactly sure where it took place, but we have some big names up here. We have Lane in first place with Meta Knight Ices, Judge in second place with Wario, Meta Knight, Diddy, and Lucario. 3rd place we have El Cancel with Olimar.
My boy.
Good shit, El Cancel.
Good shit, El.
Placing that top 3. All right, now, eagerly awaited by Rapture, we have Viridian City 9, which was pretty hype. Not as big as the past events, but we had 55 entrants. First place was Ally, and he went all Meta Knight this tournament. No Snake, guys. Ally is now a Meta Knight main, officially.
For this week.
For this week, at least, until he, finds something else. What else is popular next week? Mewtwo King in second place with Meta Knight, of course. 3rd place is Anti with Meta Knight and Snake. And the top 7 were actually paid out in this tournament because of the turnout. We have 4th place. We have Nairo with Meta Knight and DK. That's right, DK is listed there, and we'll get more into that later. 5th place was me, actually, Will, with DK. The other 5th was Atomisk, Wario, Meta Knight, and Dedede. 7th was Seabrick, and also MVD. They came up from Florida. Seabrick with Meta Knight Dedede, MVD with Snake. And other placings of note, we should actually mention some of the people that came in 9th. Delta Cod came in 9th with Yoshi. Out of 55 entrants, that's pretty legit placing, especially for
Yoshi.
Atlantic North.
As well as breaking his 17th place curse.
Yes, he had a curse, and he finally broke it, and he didn't care what he did. I'm pretty sure he even timed out people to get there, like the last few wins. And then we also have Pee-wee, Vinny, and the Cat also in 9th place.
Word.
So that's how you know this tournament was stacked.
It was pretty damn stacked.
To reassure that, we've got more upcoming tournaments for you guys to check out. If you guys are in Atlantic North, I really hope that you got your Melee and your Brawl going on, because Shell Shocked 11, by the way, is only Melee. That's coming out February 12th in College Park, Maryland. So if you're in that area and you play Melee, hit that shit up. But if you're up in Connecticut, namely in the Wallingford area, and you like to play Brawl, that same day Hall of Gaming 3 is going on. I will be there. Hopefully some other people will be there. I know Vermin Noobs will be there, so I think me and him are going to do doubles.
Rapture will be signing autographs.
I will be. I'll be signing autographs at Hall of Gaming 3. If you would like me to write on your baby or your pet.
Guys, you don't even know. If you
extra.
see Rapture at a tournament, he's going to go all out. He's going to have T-shirts. He's going to video interview you. You just got to, hit him up.
Hit me up. But if you want to do something tomorrow, or as of this recording, Saturday, on Long Island, New York, Vinny's 18th birthday tournament at his house for Brawl, February 5th. Hit that up. I won't be able to make it, but I know you two guys are going, I think.
Yo, dude. Yo,
Yeah.
Matt, you going?
Yeah, I completely forgot about it, but I'm going. Yeah.
Word. We're going to
Alright,
go
cool.
to that. And then, of course, after that, the 19th to the 21st in Arlington, Virginia, Pound 5. You know, simple stuff.
Go to Pound.
Go to Pound.
guys.
Yeah. But if you're in other areas, maybe you won't be able to make it. But if you're in Atlantic South, there's no reason for you to not hit up Calm Before the Storm, 26th and 27th. That's Brawl and Melee in Atlantic, Georgia. Smashing with a Passion, round 4. Smashing with Passion, round 4. The Restructure, which is the 12th, which is just for Brawl, Durham, North Carolina. Then a really big tournament, actually, the 25th to the 27th, February Fight Fest 2 in Lafayette, Louisiana, which has Brawl, Melee, Street Fighter, Tekken, Marvelous Capcom 3, and Pokemon. So if you're in that area, hit that shit up. Now, if you're in the Midwest, though, we got some other tournaments for you to hit up. On the 12th for Melee, Super Smash Battle Opera, which is in West Lafayette, Indiana. And if you're looking for a gaming convention to go to, the 18th to the 20th, BashCon gaming convention, which is Brawl, Melee, and then there will be some Black Ops and I think Halo Reach, which will be at the University of Toledo, Ohio. And on the 12th for Brawl, Ann Arbor, Michigan, Super Smash Bros. Matchmakers. But for all you Southwest people, obviously you're getting ready for WOBO 3, Houston, Texas, 18th to the 20th in March. But before that, you want to get some practice in, DMT 5, February 19th for Brawl. And then, of course, you have the Game Night Super Saiyan Monthly second run, which is the 26th, which has Brawl, Melee, and 64 in New Mexico. And if you're in the West Coast, 20 Play Season 2 finale, which is actually this Friday and Saturday. And for Brawl, obviously, Linwood, Washington. But if you want to go a little more south than that, Ragnarok, which is the 26th and 28th, I guess a regional tournament, Brawl and Melee, Santa Rosa, California. And if you're looking to get to E3 this year, and you're in the West Coast, and you're in the Glenda, California area, and you play Melee, on the 12th, the first place winner at this tournament gets a ticket to E3, which apparently costs $500 if you're not in the industry.
Jesus.
Yes. So if you're in the area, hit that shit up. That was your tournament report. And next up, the news. All right, everybody, welcome to the news. That's right. We got a new segment, which is just news. I know you guys want to hear news, so we got you news. This will be for future reference. This is for competitive gaming news, Smash Bros. News, regular gaming news, and if you ever have any tips or any things you'd like us to mention that are very newsworthy and beforehand, please hit us up, preferably early in the week so we can get it in on the recording, so be sure to do that. But for this week, Major League Gaming has announced the first details of the 2011 season. So this year, unlike last year, we have StarCraft 2, Halo Reach, and now Call of Duty Black Ops will be on the PlayStation 3. No Brawl, obviously, as we all know. But the first events are going to be in Dallas and then Columbus. Dallas and Columbus were on the circuit last year. So far, no announcement for an East Coast tournament, unfortunately for us. However, these are the first events. Apparently, $1 million in prize money, a main stage for every game, and tons of more stuff. So stay tuned for that. Those are your first MLG events. Besides that, Project M, obviously hyped for that getting up pretty soon, thanks to the demo, which is coming out. And as of this recording, news may be astir because of that, so make sure you stay tuned. Obviously, the demo is coming out. very, 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 very soon, if not now, and will be featured at Pound 5. So make sure you download that shit and play it because it's going to be awesome. Several of the fighters from the cast, not all of them, and some stages will be available for play, so you can check that all out. All that Brawl and Melee awesomeness in there. And then after that, you Mario fans, Miyamoto, he got some confirmed shit for you guys. The guy behind Mario confirmed that a new Super Mario Bros. Game for the 3DS is coming out. Now, I didn't say new as in the new Super Mario Bros. Games that came out for the Wii and DS, but rather just a new Super Mario Bros. Game. Whether or not it's going to be a new one is to be seen, but we'll find out relatively soon. But apparently that is the thing there he wants to get out for the 3DS. Not very surprising, but it's glad to know that Mario is going to be on another console or platform or whatever, and we're not going to see him for a while. But anyway, after that, back to Pound 5. Registration has been pushed to 2/11/11, February 11th. Make sure you hit that up because we got a lot of entrants. We want to see more people there. So if you haven't registered yet, please make sure you register because it's obviously ending on the 11th because the tournament is very soon after that. For so far as this recording, 203 people for Melee, 127 for Brawl. So if you guys play Brawl, step it up. Melee, good
Seriously.
work. Yeah, seriously.
Like a pathetic number. Come on,
127
guys.
For Pound, guys. Really, it's the last Pound, and it's Pound. 127 for Brawl. Let's get that up, man. Melee, good shit, but new numbers up too. I want to see 300 plus for each.
Yes, do it.
Yes, do it.
That's right. I already estimate approximately 70 plus free entrants from around the local area from Virginia.
Will's looking for people to take money from. It's already going down. I actually saw a few people from VV that are not sponsored at all and don't even play Smash Bros. That are going like, my man Zodiac is going to get butt raped. Good luck, man. Hope you're listening.
Well, seriously, dude, like Pound is going to be so hype. Like,
yeah.
There's no way that you can miss it, even if you don't play this game.
Even if you play Mario Party or if you play Sudoku.
If you don't play anything.
If you don't play anything, if you're an old man.
My mom is going to Pound 5.
Is she really?
No.
Speaking of Mario Party, like I remember the last Pound 4, people were playing like Sonic Adventure 2 Battle and
apparently
like, Mario Kart and shit.
Mario
like
Party
just
is actually
bring other games. There'll be setups where you can just like set shit up and just like
be a
play
Mario
it.
Party 4 tournament.
Yeah, apparently there's going to be a Mario Party 4 tournament.
Hosted by Hacks.
Yeah.
Damn.
Which, by the way, why Mario Party 4? Like 1 or 2 or 3? Like those are the best ones.
Also, for those of you who are poor enough, this guy, Nick Knight, is actually offering a challenge that if his Pichu, yes Pichu, worst character in the game Pichu, loses a 3 out of 5 versus you, he will buy you a burger from McDonald's across the street.
Damn, if you're hungry, you get you in there. If you know any homeless people, you get them in there and they'll get some food for free.
Keep me like notified about that, Matt. Like show me that post because I'm down for that. Like I don't know who that person is.
I mean, I'll do it like once just to see if I can beat this guy's Pichu with my ass.
What happens if you lose? You have to go across the street.
You have to go and buy him a burger and feed it to him.
There are no repercussions.
There's no downside.
Damn.
Downside. This
so
guy.
There's no reason not to do this.
No reason not to do this. All right. And that, guys, is the news. So, guys, one of our newest segments, even though I think about it, all our segments have been really new, but this is one of the most hype ones. We're going to be doing Player of the Week, and this week we got some pretty good players from, I guess, Viridian City 9, both of them were there. And essentially, the premise is that we debate on who the Player of the Week is, or rather, the player of the most recent weekend tournaments. And, you know, we debate over who it is. So, Will, I guess you'll start off. Who do you think is the Player of the Week?
All right. It pretty much stands out in my mind as being Delta Cod, the Yoshi main from New Jersey, because he has been definitely stepping it up lately. At both Qatar 4 and Viridian City 9, he's had some really legit placings, and he's beaten some really good players. Just to start off, I went to Qatar 4, really confident, and I saw Delta Cod in my bracket round 2, and I was horrified because it was probably the last person that I ever wanted to play. I'm completely afraid of Yoshi. It's like I'm so scared of them. It's my worst matchup. And anyway, he 2-0'd the hell out of me. He played really well. I know at Viridian City 9, he also took out I want to see this bracket, actually. Who did he play? I know he took out Inui. I heard it was a 3-stock followed by a 2-stock. So, taking out Meta Knights left and right. He had a really close set with MVD where he had an amazing combat in Battlefield. So he played really well versus him. And he went on to beat King Toon. He beat Kadaj. And he did really well versus Seabrick. So, I mean, this is Yoshi we're talking about. And I'm pretty sure he's one of the highest placing ones other than maybe like Poltergust. So, I don't know. Just mad props to Delta. He's been really stepping it up. And I'm pretty sure he's on the honorable mentions list, if I'm not mistaken, for the current power ranking that was just recently released.
Now, I hate to disagree with you because Delta COD does do a lot of work, but my player of the week has to go to Nairo. And Nairo has stepped up his game, obviously. Everyone knows who Nairo is at this point. But Nairo not only got second with Anti in doubles, taking out Mewtwo King and Ally in, was it Winners Finals, I believe? And,
yeah,
I mean, they did end up losing to them. But be able to do that in tournament is ridiculous. And obviously, Nairo and Anti, both great players. But then Nairo went to do it again in singles, really. Getting fourth with Meta Knight and Donkey Kong. And shoutouts to Atomisk for losing to his Donkey Kong. No offense to Atomisk. And actually, he outplaced you, Will, and he doesn't even main DK. Now, obviously, he used Meta Knight too, but I don't know. Nairo, for the amount of time he's put in and the amount of skill he has, with those results from Viridian City 9, for me, that's player of the week.
Covering my own ass here, I'm pretty sure he only used DK that one round against Adamus Mario. Just saying. But it did help him advance through bracket because he beat Adamus because of it.
Now, you guys brought up a lot of good points, and those players, without a doubt, did really well this week. But I'd also like to give shout-outs to Anti for beating Mewtwo King. He 2-0'd Mewtwo King. Which was really big for him. It's been a real big goal in his Smash career, and he definitely did really well this weekend. I'd also like to give a shout out to Kadaj, because Kadaj has definitely proven at this point in time that he is a top Marth. He's a really intelligent player. His placing could have been a little better, but I mean, we got our boy Delta COD taking him out. But I mean, Kadaj has definitely proven that he's a top player at this point. However, I'm going to have to give my final vote to Delta COD, and I'm going to go with Will, because Delta has just amazed us time and time again. He's very good. He's got great tech skill. He's got amazing reads, good punishes, and he does it all with Yoshi. And by the way, he beat Inui's Snake Game 3 with... Inui actually almost came back on PictoChat, but Snake is a pretty horrible matchup for Yoshi, and Delta was able to pull it out. So Delta definitely, to me, strikes me as player of the week.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to debate against that. I mean, I bring up Nairo, who used DK once and went on Meta Knight. I mean, Delta COD got 9th with just Yoshi. I mean, Will does it every day with DK, but, DK's a little better, and
Yoshi is really low in that tier.
Exactly. And I mean, honestly, I was gonna go with my main man Chibo, getting 25th with R.O.B.
Almost losing to
Almost,
Shippo.
Yes. who by the way got I'm looking right now, 49th. So
wait, Chibo was there?
Chibo was actually
I don't remember Chibo being there.
Not taking away from the stuff.
How do you miss a Chibo?
I don't know, but not to take away from this though, I definitely feel like Nairo is putting in a lot of work, and it's hard because Delta COD obviously has 2, and I feel like we're gonna see a lot more results from Delta COD higher than that. And
he's been placing very consistently.
Exactly, that too. He's playing very consistently.
His 17th place curse. Somehow he had that curse. I don't remember him not ever placing higher than that, but he definitely broke it by just a little bit.
Now, I want to quickly say, though, wag of my finger to Vinny, who didn't even use Game & Watch at all. As far as I'm concerned, only went Ice Climbers and Meta Knight. What the hell, man? Can you...
Well, he did use Meta Knight. He did use Game & Watch, actually, but it didn't help him advance in the bracket.
Apparently.
He did lose to Pee-wee. I believe it was 2-0.
Yes. Vinny
and he did go Game & Watch that set, so...
He seemed very, like, unenthused at Viridian City to me. He just seemed like he didn't really want to put in effort at all. I don't really know.
Wag
what was
my
going on.
finger, Vinny.
Wag of the finger.
Also,
It's
shout
alright.
out to the Florida players, Seabrook and MVD, for coming up and showing some of LA North how it gets done.
That was definitely
Word.
awesome. And
Yes.
also Afro. Don't forget about Afro.
Oh, and Afro.
Yeah.
That's Afro too.
Yep.
My apologies. But
Free Florida.
yes.
coverage.
Also, I want to give a huge shout out to Raptor, who also went Yoshi. He got 49th though.
This guy has been like, he's been going to stuff.
He does
though.
go to
He's-
stuff. So that's it. I was
he-
about to say he goes to stuff.
He's a newcomer to tournaments. It's
Yeah.
only like maybe his 4th or 5th tournament. Like he's been actually like he was at the Long Island tournament.
Yeah.
He's starting to travel, man.
Yoshi.
Shout outs to newer players.
Definitely shoutouts. Like I played Raptor in a friendly, I believe, and I mean I suck, so I really am not a very good gauge of skill when someone plays me. But anyone that beats me is automatically the best player ever. But Raptors definitely put in work, and hey, if we get another Delta Cut, I would like to see Yoshi maybe like be considered not a terrible character anymore. But that's besides the point. That is Player of the Week. If you guys have your own Player of the Week, please tell us who you think it is, and maybe if we get enough votes, we'll see who the fans really thought the Player of the Week was. If you disagree or agree, please let us know in the comments on whatever you're watching this on. And that is Player of the Week. All right, guys. So it's the end of the show, and this is the point where we sort of we talk about something, we'll have into whatever. But today, something's pissing me off. Okay, and it's not Brinstar, because Brinstar usually pisses me off. It's people who want Brinstar banned. I don't like Brinstar. I mean, this one guy apparently doesn't like Brinstar a lot, to the point where apparently air characters are so good on Brinstar that it should be banned. So, Will, you're looking at it right now. What exactly is going on?
All right, so his main points are that it gives too much of an advantage to aerial characters, and that it helps Scrooging, he says. Like,
Yes.
it makes Scrooging too good. Like, I don't know what really he's talking about there, because if someone's sharking on Brinstar, I'm going to assume it's Meta Knight with up airs. So I don't know, it just sounds like he's complaining about Meta Knight and his advantages on Brinstar. He's
For
not
those of you-
really...
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Save Me Jeebus is the guy who's making this thread. And for those of you who still don't know, this guy, like, he makes threads on the weirdest things. And weird in terms of not like child porn. But something like, like he made he makes these weird stage threads and character threads, and just he thinks he has an argument, but when he gets right down to it, he doesn't. And I think a lot of people have found that he's like a mini ADHD. If it doesn't work for Diddy, because apparently he mains Diddy, then it doesn't work for him, and it shouldn't work for anybody else. So he gets to the point where obviously characters can shark on Brinstar and Scrooge, and there's Acid, but who gives a fuck? So Brinstar should be banned. And this guy he gets destroyed in this thread, and the reason we're bringing this up is because, like, why? Why exactly does Brinstar have to be banned, and why are you making such an argument about this? It's weird.
You know what it is? This seems like another one of those threads where somebody complains about something that's not Meta Knight, but really the entire post is about Meta Knight.
Yes.
And people just beat around the bush, and they say little things here and there, and they're trying to hinder the character when, if you really want Meta Knight gone that bad, then just either don't play the game or really, really fight really hard for Meta Knight to be banned. Because you can't attack things like this solely for the purpose that Meta Knight is really good on them, because first of all, a lot of characters can shark. Okay, a lot of characters can shark, and a lot of characters are good at it. Not just Meta Knight, but there are also a lot of characters who cannot take advantage of sharking and who have a lot of problems with sharking, and those are the characters that you're supposed to take to Brinstar. That's why it's a counter pick. Okay, a character like Falco, he's awful on Brinstar because first of all, what are you gonna shark with? Up air? You're gonna up B people through under the stage? No, you're not gonna do that. I'm gonna be Wario, and I'm gonna take Falco to Brinstar, and I'm gonna grab a ledge, and I'm gonna up air him under there, and then I'm just gonna time him out because it's Brinstar. And all the lava's going to do the work for me. No, don't complain about counter picks because Meta Knight can Scrooge or do whatever. Just focus on the real problem if you really have that big of an issue with it, which is Meta Knight.
Well, this is why it's a counter pick, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's supposed to have
it's
like
supposed to.
it's supposed to be good for aerial characters. First of all,
I hated when Brinstar was banned, because Brinstar just it makes the stage list smaller to the point where some characters who do well against Meta Knight on Brinstar, such as Wario or Game & Watch, who can do very well versus Meta Knight on Brinstar, they lose the ability to take him there, especially in 3 out of 5 sets. When Vinny and I, when we played John Numbers and Anti and doubles, we ran out of places to take them eventually because Brinstar was banned.
My apologies.
Yeah, I know. Like, we literally just ran out of places, and suddenly Meta Knight was good on every other stage, because Meta Knight is good on every stage. So if you really think that Brinstar should be banned solely because of Meta Knight, go kill yourself. Like, seriously. Meta Knight is good on every other stage. There's no reason to solo out Brinstar just because you can't avoid getting hit by lava.
Yeah, it's apparently whatever Meta Knight can do on this stage, according to what he says, the strategy that can be employed by Meta Knight is beatable anywhere else, but not on Brinstar.
Which is absolutely retarded, because
It's
the
Meta Knight.
lava on
Yes.
Brinstar actually forces him to stop Scrooging. I have no idea why he would even bring
I
something
think
up.
maybe he meant to say air camping, because I have seen that.
Well,
pretty-
even still, like, his main point is Scrooging and Sharking, which
Yeah.
the acid obviously gets in the way, and unless he's like Meta Knight probably has some way to like eat acid, but even that's probably banned. Like, seriously though, like the acid is okay. The acid isn't there every time, but you can't infinitely Scrooge and Shark under the stage because there is acid. And a lot of characters can actually like go and do what Meta Knight's doing. You can also break up the stage too, if
Yeah.
you like. That also you can do. And apparently he didn't know that Ness can Scrooge under the stage, which somebody made a point
Yeah.
of.
Yeah,
Ness can
Ness
do
is
that pretty
ridiculous.
well. So obviously this stage has to be banned too, because Ness can Scrooge under the stage and Shark.
Guys, ban Ness.
Ban Ness. You know, we can't.
Have you
make
seen
sure-
what Shaky does on that stage? I mean, come on, guys. We obviously have to ban Brinstar.
It's a little disturbing, actually. And I don't know, stage bans discussions on Smash Boards are actually somewhat entertaining because of this kind of stuff. Like, I don't know. There's a reason to ban every stage, apparently, because of Meta Knight or because of how counterpicky a counterpick map is. That's
And
why it's called
You know what? Like, I used to be like one of those people who was like, "Oh, we should have as little stages as possible and whatnot." But like, I realized eventually you run out of stages. Like,
Yeah.
it's good to have variety. I mean, you guys should open arms to variety. I mean, when people start talking about like Norfair and stuff, that's when you like hold up the go away sign. But I mean, as far as Brinstar and Rainbow I mean, we haven't really had a problem with Brinstar and Rainbow so far, so why would they pick now to really start bitching about it?
Yeah, and I don't want to. I want to say I don't personally have anything against the guy. It's more so the argument of banning
Yeah, I
Brinstar.
mean,
yeah,
He doesn't realize that his argument doesn't hold any
Sucks.
weight, apparently. Like,
it
I
doesn't
mean,
at all. It sucks. Like, I'm gonna be very
and you
straight
know
up.
what?
It sucks.
If you want Brinstar banned, I'm cool with that as long as you make a valid argument.
Yes, but you know that's just in general. If you're gonna try and ban a stage, like I was able to get Brinstar banned at Coontail's thing because I told him to ban it. So maybe his best idea is just to go to TOs during the tournament when they're obviously very busy and tell them to just get rid of Brinstar when they don't notice what they're actually doing. So
And then quickly scribble Pokemon Stadium 2 on the list or something. Or scribble 75M down at the bottom of the
I
stage
actually
list.
advocated to Coontails to put Big Blue on so I could sit at the top of Big Blue with Kirby and watch Will try and get me with his upbeats that can never reach. And knock him with this stage, just hit his shield, knock him onto the road, dies. Best stage, by the way.
I'm actually curious about what everybody really thinks about Brinstar at this point.
Yeah.
So, if you guys want to leave us comments about what do you guys think about Brinstar, or do you have a valid argument for the banning of Brinstar? I mean, you guys should leave us some comments on our All Is Brawl or whatever, and we'll talk about it. I mean, stage legality is always an issue, so I mean, we'll definitely talk about it more.
And we are Atlantic North. We have the most conservative rule set. So if anyone's going to ban Brinstar, we'll probably be the first region to do it if it was a really popular opinion amongst TOs, which I don't think it should be. But
PictoChat forever.
yeah, PictoChat needs to be illegal.
Yo,
in more
PictoChat is the
states.
shit. By the way, if you have any comments on PictoChat, please leave them. PictoChat is my life.
So, that actually makes me think a little bit. Our blogs have been kind of dead lately, guys.
Definitely hit them up.
I know people are watching our show because I know people click this stuff, but like it feels nice.
Yeah, just leave us comments and stuff. Seriously.
To just read something once in a while, it kind of brightens our day. I mean, we do this for you guys, and we know you appreciate it, and we appreciate that you guys are tuning in. And also, I mean, we do it for fun because we obviously have fun doing
We
this.
We the best. Yeah. Leave us stuff, please.
But leave us comments. We like to know people are listening. We like to know what your guys' opinions are. We want to know when we sound like assholes. We want to know when we sound like we're awesome.
Well, I think we were definitely an asshole to this guy.
I would like to formally apologize to this guy, but
you know what?
It.
If he comes up with a valid argument, then that's cool.
If anyone has a valid argument, please let us know.
Don't run around using straw mans. Like, it's not good.
If you are a master debater, comment on our blogs.
If you're a masturbator, don't comment on our blogs.
Actually, we would have no comments.
We would have no comments. I'm sorry. All right.
So definitely hit us up more, guys, because it's good to know that you're there.
We love you.
It's good to know. We love you.
All right, everybody. That brings us to the end of Directional Influence, episode 18. So first off, I want to thank VVV Gaming for hosting us for 18 episodes, which is awesome. Yay. Also, I want to thank Smashboards and Brawl for letting us advertise there, which, by the way, you can hit us up there, Smashboards and Brawl, for the latest episodes and whatnot. You can also hit us up on Facebook if you want to follow us on Directional Influence. We need new members. Go join and shit. We put our episodes on the walls, we send messages out, and you can also post comments on the wall and all that good stuff. And then I have Twitter, VVV Rapture. I post a new episode there, and you can also find updates on the show there. That's VVV Rapture. And follow us there. And also, as we said earlier, leave us comments. We want to hear more. What do you think the player of the week was? What do you think about Brinstar? What do you think about the upcoming tournaments? What tournaments do you want to hear about? Leave us comments. Leave us 5-star ratings on the Podbean site. Hit us up. Listen to the show. Let your friends listen to the show. And all of that good stuff. Make sure you do that because we love you. I want to give personal shout-outs to Verminubis. I played him on Wi-Fi, and even on Wi-Fi, he reads my mind, and it's really disturbing. And he was hiding on a username that wasn't Verminubis, so I was like, "Yo, let me ladder you." He's like, "I'll just friendly you." I'm like, "Okay, random." And then I played him, and I saw the tag Verm. Like, fuck. But that's my shout out to Verm. Doing doubles at Hall of Gaming. Let's do it, Kirby Gannon. Let's do it. You guys, shout outs?
My shout-outs are going to have to go to MVD for carrying me in VC9 doubles, coming up from Florida and taking names. I know he took M2K to Game 3 last hit, and his set will be uploaded soon on YouTube. So, guys, look forward to that. MVD is a top snake, yo.
Word. Matt?
Shoutouts to the snow and shoutouts to the rain that's getting rid of all of it.
Shoutouts to blizzards, yeah.
And also shoutouts to the Long Island family. Anti stepping it up this weekend.
Word. Also, I want to give a shout out to the Kirbys out there. You Kirbys are awesome. Making me
Kirbys, where you at?
Yo, Kirbys. Actually, I'm looking at it right now. I got like TKO and Joey and all them talking in Skype, and I'm watching them. I'm like, what's up, guys? But anyway, shout out to my Kirby family for making me feel.
My Kirby.
Shut up. I'll match my Kirby. Cash Clash my Kirby.
Cash Clash.
By the way, everyone, start using it. The new name for Money Match is now Cash Clash. So you're gonna Cash Clash people. Trust me, it sounds a lot better, more epic. It sounds like
That's
it should
hip.
be like,
I like that.
Hip and new. Cash Clash. We're sponsoring that shit. But anyway, that's the latest Directional Influence right now, where you just listen to it. Next week, please join us for episode 19. And yeah, click your little play button and listen to it. It'll be out in a week. You know what's up. Anyway, this was episode 18. Thanks for listening, and we are out. Directional Influence. Thanks for listening.